I'm Dave We Like, and in this video we're going to talk about Roku automations. These are all set up through the Roku smart home system through the rules on the app. So you can see that that light is currently off, and when I move around a little bit, trying to give enough motion movement, it kicks on. Amazing. Is that not amazing? I know. You might be like, how'd you do that? I'll get into it. There's a little motion sensor on up there that came with the Roku monitoring system, which is their security system. But through the rules, you can say, hey, when there's movement, turn on a light. So now I've got the door sensor right there, and it looks like my porch lights are currently off. But when I go ahead and open the door, they kick on. So now I can see the gecko all the way up there. That's lovely. Thank you. Hello. Okay, so now that we've closed the door, we're going to come on over here. The lights are still on, and that motion sensor should be picking on us up around here, about halfway through. And let's just go a little bit further to make sure that it's seen us. Hello, how you doing? I'll go on over here to the front door, show you the porch lights. And looks like they're off. One of the cool things that you could do with the light bulb is it'll act as a night light, for example. You know, it'll turn off when nobody's in the room, but say, for example, you start walking down the stairs, motion sensor sees you, and the light turns on so you can actually see where it is that you're going throughout the house. Pretty helpful, because that way you won't have to look around for the light switch, as well as the light bulbs won't be running when nobody's down here. Right there in that corner. I have two sensors, yes. The house sensor and then the actual Roku monitoring sensor. I'm in the Roku smart home app, and I've added two main rules. They're shortcuts. One is turn on the lights and the other one is turn off the lights. So when I'm going to bed, I just hit turn off the lights. It'll shut off all the lights. To create your first Roku rule, we're going to click on the plus icon, go to add rule, and then here are our breakdowns where we've got a shortcut. That is the shortcut that turns on or turns off all lights that I've created. We have the schedules, we have the device triggers, as well as location triggers. Let's go in more depth about my actual rules. So I'll click on that pencil icon and click on edit rules. Here are all my rules between the shortcuts that I was just describing to you. So turn on indoor lights, let's check that one out. It'll turn on the table lamp that I've been playing around with, and then turn off all lights. That one turns off the table lamp as well as the porch lights. Next on the list, I've got device triggers. Okay, so this is where my front door sensor plays in. So we're gonna click on that one at the very top. We've named it, and the trigger itself is the front door sensor. When it opens, if I click on the pencil icon, I can play around with all the different options here. But going back, so it's when it opens, and I'm going to tell the porch lights 1, 2, and 3 to turn on, which I can hit the plus icon, and I can tell the porch light as well to turn off, or set the brightness to, some percent, or set the color temperature to something, and set the color selection as well. So there are a lot of options here to automate the system, so I don't have to worry about it in the future. So now this is key as well. I want to do this at night. I don't want to do this during the daytime or 24 hours, just at night. I did the start time at sunset and the end time at sunrise. And this is going to be repeating Sunday through Saturday, so the entire week. So you just click on save. Of course, that was the turning on portion, and we have to do the turning off as well. So that's a whole nother thing where the motion sensor is going to turn off porch light. So let's click on that one real fast. So the living room sensor is the trigger here, and when it detects motion specifically, what's it going to affect? The porch lights, and it's going to turn them off. And the time that it does this, again, is nighttime. Same thing with the lamp itself of the motion sensor. The living room sensor, when it becomes clear, meaning that there's no motion that it's detecting, it will turn the light off, the table lamp. And when exactly is it going to do that? Well, basically when people generally are no longer down here on the first floor. I said, I guess we go to sleep around 11, or we go upstairs around 11. So let's just turn it off around that point. And then the end time is by sunrise, because when we enter the daytime portion, if I want to turn on the lamp, I want to be able to just turn on the lamp normally with the light switch. So we're going to hit the back button as well and go to the motion sensor turning on the lamp. And this is the trigger again, is the motion sensor now detecting motion. And of course, this is the table lamp. And the start time is 1 a.m. The end time is 12:59 a.m. So basically the entire day, I want the Roku system to act as if the lamp should be on. And in only certain situations, at certain times, do I want the Roku system to turn it off. Now talking about location triggers, these are fun because you take your smartphone with you, you exit the geofenced area, and something magically happens that you told it to do. So for example, when I'm coming back home from leaving the geofenced area, in around a 500 feet radius, I want to turn on the table lamp. And then I'm thinking, you know what? Why leave the porch lights all the way on all the time? Let's turn them off when I get out of a certain radius. Thank you all for watching this video. I hope you found it helpful. There is a playlist of other Roku product videos that I've made, so go ahead and enjoy. I'll see you all next time.